Here's a funny question. Can you name anything that you know for certain is real? Think about it. Everything you experience, everything, not just most things, everything that you encounter and experience has only existed in your head. There isn't a single thing that happens to you that your brain doesn't create an explanation for. So, how do we know that we're seeing the world in the right way? How do we know that the world is a world at all? How do we know that anything at all, actually exists like we think it exists? Who spent your entire life very much hunkered down to the idea that you know what reality is, that you are experiencing reality? But can you define it? Can you really know what reality is? What is real? Can you ever know what happens when you truly search for what is real? What will you find on the other side? Take a moment and think about it. Find something that you truly think is real. Is it math? What is a number? How did it come to be? Is it just a creation of the mind, just a thought? How do you know it exists? How do you know any of it exists? Every advancement in science continues to point to one simple truth: reality isn't real. What we think we know, we don't. So how can you find what is real? How can you discover the truth of reality? Can reality ever be experienced beyond the mind? For millennia, people have asked that very question, find the silence. Sought the truth of their reality, sought the truth of existence, and those who have done so often have done so by ceasing thoughts. For if we can't trust our mind with knowing reality as it is, then we must get our mind out of the way. What happens when you can still the moments of thoughts, hurl your father identity with who you are, find the silence. Find the silence that isn't called silence because giving a name to it, giving thought to it, makes it part of the fiction of reality, instead of reality. You cannot trust your thoughts to tell you what reality is. You cannot trust your mind to tell you what reality is. Silence and let it be. The thoughts that come to your mind, just let them come. Do not resist, do not fight, because there never was anything to resist or to fight. All things are what they are. You don't need courage, you don't need will. Those things are just thoughts as well, powerful thoughts, but thoughts. When you can just let things be exactly as they are, when you can make no thoughts about them, when you see them as nothing different from anything else, then you see reality, reality for what it has always been, a reality of things not being things but being, forming, creating, and taking shape. Reality without the mind, without the ego, with the thoughts of what is. For to put even the thinnest barrier to the experience of now is to cope reality and veneer of your own thoughts and ideas and not in what is. There is no control. There is no meaning, not in a way that we think of something having control or meaning. It is what it is, perfect and one. It is the experience of non-experience, the joy of non-joy. For every word creates an opposite. If there is happiness, there must be sadness. If there is love, there must be hate. And thus, in the truth of reality, when it is experienced fully, there can only be what is. And when you experience it, the only way in which you can ever experience it is by letting go of all that is, by letting go of every assumption, belief, thought, desire, fear, worry, anger, grudge, and moral. By letting go of everything that you thought was real, dripping away all of what you thought was you, then there is reality, the reality of which you are, the reality for which is the reality for which all things are. Because when you take that step, when you see things for what they truly are, then there is no suffering, there is no pain. All things become what they are, and everything is peace. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe for more such videos. Thanks for watching.